Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talks with Tina, where we are pursuing our most true and authentic self by what? Uncovering our roots. I really hope this ain't the video I put out, but if it is, oh well. My oh my, I took on myself. In the spirit of getting straight to the point, today's topic, hold on, I'm really close to my business. Today's topic is my healing is greater than my comfort. And if you guys watched the last video I put out, it kind of touches on this as well. It's just basically like the last video talked about me straddling the fence sometimes of going back to things that make me feel comfortable. And we all know that was homeboy, but in this sense now, it's just I'm speaking in general. Like, you don't understand the small things that are comfortable to you that could be a hindrance to your healing or a hindrance to whatever journey that you have going on. And it's just a matter that sometimes our healing journey, well, I'm speaking for me, sometimes this healing journey can be so difficult and so taxing and so just like overwhelming that it's so much easier to revert back to the things that are comfortable, the things that put us in this position to begin with. So y'all know this is like, I don't even think I have a transparent moment today. I've just been journaling heavy about trying to step outside of things that make me comfortable. I've been outside of my comfort zone now, so that's not an issue, but it's things that make me comfortable. And sometimes when I feel like I'm overwhelmed by this journey, or even just doing talks with Tina, or doing other things that I have to do on other platforms, like sometimes it's very overwhelming. I'm not as confident in myself. I'm not as sure about some things, but then I sit and remember that sometimes, even though it's uncomfortable, it's bettering me, in that I have to step into this person because that's who I am. I'm stepping into a better version of myself. So if that means that I have to sit here and talk on the camera all 11 times a day, I will do it because my healing is greater than my comfort. Speaking has been my greatest, like, it's been healing me because I'm able to put it out. We can confide and hold things into ourselves so much that we don't realize that we're not truly healing from it. We are saying, wow, that hurt me, but then whoop, let me go put it back and let me hurt it. Let it hurt somewhere else. Or let me go hurt somebody else with this hurt that I got that I haven't put out yet. And it's not necessarily to say that you have to do something like this, or you have to put your healing journey out on display, or whatever journey you're going through. It's a matter of talking that thing out, journaling it out, finding an outlet to where you can let that go. You know how to say, let that hurt go? For real, let that hurt go. Because the more you hold on to it, the more you're going to affect somebody else with that very same hurt that you felt like you've dealt with. So, oh, I'm so far in y'all business already. But, when I was thinking about this topic, and y'all know when I was thinking about it, I was thinking about scars, because I looked in the mirror and this is like my most prominent scar right there. And I have a vivid memory of this scar. I'm gonna tell y'all about it in a second. Then I looked at my arm. I remembered this scar. Boom, I got that real quick. And then it was some of the scars. I got plenty of scars. But then I thought about the memories I have of other incidents that happened to me, but there is nothing to mark what happened to me, right? And this is about to get in y'all business so much. So this scar, I have a vivid memory of it. I was in kindergarten and I was in the bathroom with my sister and I was washing my hands. Boom, slipped, fell dead on the sink, bust that chin right open. This one, I had a rabbit way back when. I don't even think that's the one from the rabbit, but I'm gonna claim it for right now. It was somewhere in this area. Had a rabbit scratch me right there. Boom, bang, pow. Then I thought about, dang, I remember when I was younger, I was at a family member's funeral, and then I split my thumb open with a rose that had like it didn't have thorns, it had like blades or something in it. And I slit my thumb open, and there's no scar to represent that, but I have a memory of it. How many of us are trying to create a scar when it was only supposed to be a memory? You're letting these things like, okay, yes, this hindered me, but guess what? I overcame it. My body, my mind, my circumstances has made me new and mended this in a way that I no longer have evidence of it. So the verbiage is off, but hear me out. So if I have no evidence of it, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means that if I'm speaking in a metaphorical term, my body did what it needed to do. I'm thinking about my thumb because that was like a really big one and it took forever. Or even just this finger alone, this whole thumb was swollen, nail came off and everything. But there's no evidence of it. I have a whole thumbnail now. But sometimes we want our memories to be a vivid scar that we walk around with. And in turn, we blame everybody else for the things they cannot see. Hey, where's something? I need something to throw. We try to blame people for the things that they cannot see. Only we have the memory and the recollection of what has happened to us. And that's so important about a healing journey, is because oftentimes we will inflict our own trauma and our own pain on people who have no idea what happened to us. And that's not to say, again, that it did not happen, but it means you cannot place your pain on other people. Hurt people. And that's just not the way that this life needs to roll, because eventually you're inflicting so much pain onto other people and you are creating your own kind of scars. You're creating your own scars because now in turn you have lost relationships, you have failed marriages, friendships, all of the above, because you have yet to address the very issues that have scarred you internally. I thought this video was supposed to be called My Healing is Greater Than My Comfort, but we're moving somewhere else. But I don't know, I felt that heavy because like it became a point in time where I believe I did the same to people. And if I'm honest with y'all, like I always I don't even know how to put this into words, but like it's my expectations of other people. I expect people to show up a way for me because I lack that in a sense. So if I'm speaking from a breakup standpoint, I wanted this guy to show up for me in a way that I did not receive, but that is a scar that only I know I have. And so it is very unfair to me to place that expectation on somebody else for only something that I know I'm wanting. Now, we can go into a whole long topic about you still can get what you do. Yes, that's and that's why I'm not with him now, right? But in turn, he has inflicted his own trauma into me, his own pain for only things that he knows has happened to him, so on and so forth. But the point, and how do we full circle this? How do we make it make sense to your life is stop allowing your pain to be the driving force of trying to show off your invisible scars to people. This is my pain. I don't have any physical evidence of why Talks with Tina is now a thing. My heart was broken. Okay, people, my heart was broken, but that does not mean I get to go around and break everybody else's heart, because no one knows that happened to me. And here is my living testament that I'm putting out to the people that it did happen to me. I am pushing out my pain. My pain is out. I'm not holding it in. I'm not trying to push it on somebody else and making it seem like their fault that I am a broken person or that I was broken. Because baby, we done healed now, because I done stepped outside of my comfort of wanting to withdraw and hold that pain in for myself, that my healing is able to evolve and my healing is able to heal other people. Because instead of me turning my hurt into somebody else's pain, I'm turning my healing into somebody else's healing. Hey, so how do we full circle this? How do we make it make sense to your life? Again, stop doing that. That's all I have to say. No, because eventually you're going to have to heal yourself from you. Ain't nobody gonna be there for you in the long run if you keep drawing yourself away from people or inflicting all these invisible scars. It happened to you. Realize it happened to you. It hurts. There's no way around it. Nobody was happy that it happened to you. But let me tell you something. Do not use that as an excuse to treat people as the tissue to your invisible wound, because they're not going to heal it. Nobody's going to heal that until you acknowledge that this area of my life is so hurt. This area of my life is so broken. But I'm taking the steps now to make it to where I can bring myself to a place of healing. I'm not going to rely on my comfort of treating other people how I was treated. I'm not going to rely on the comfort of sheltering myself away when I feel that very same insecurity touched on again. I'm not going to shy myself away or go beat up and cuss everybody out when I'm triggered. I'm not going to go pick up a bottle thinking that's going to heal up my wounds. I'm not going to go sit here and go smoke the house down because I'm triggered again. Like, I really want to hone in the fact that, and I guess we can full circle that to your healing is greater than your comfort. We don't realize that certain mechanisms and certain things that we do are a coping mechanism to our pain. Drinking, smoking, partying, staying up all night, so on and so forth. That's our comfort. And so when you break out of that mode of realizing that this is what's been consoling me this whole time, you will start to realize that, yes, this is very uncomfortable. No, I don't want to face that. No, I don't want to see this again. But my healing is greater than my comfort. And when you realize that, life will be grand. It's hard. It's not going to be easy every single time. You will have those moments where you just want to draw back, but you have to understand that your healing is greater than your comfort. If you continue to place yourself in an area of comfort, you will never see healing, and then you'll never see what healthy looks like. Healthy looks like in a mental sense, in a spiritual sense, or whatever you want to call it, because you're so confided by your comfort. I think that's what I'm looking for. You're comforted by your comfort. So with all that being said, that's the chat, folks.